What is up, everybody? Sorry, no video. You know, I just woke up, so not presentable. But I had seen that China had started making bone healing stuff through like technology, research stuff, and all that. So typical me. I know we're gonna talk about it. So let's get on into this. So the Chinese researchers' breakthrough in bone healing technology is a significant advancement in orthopedic medicine. Bone O2 inspired by oysters can bond fractures in under 3 minutes without the need for metal implants. The innovated adhesive works in blood-rich environments where traditionally adhesives fail and absorb naturally as bones heal. Early trials show fewer infections and comparable strength to metal plates, which more than 150 successful patient cases my bad. That's not too bad. 150 successful patient cases. That's pretty good. I mean, I know it's not a lot, but that's a lot more than just, like 50, 100. I mean, obviously it's 150, but it's more than just any numbers that are around 50 and 100, the adhesive eliminates the need for second surgeries, reducing the recovery time and complications from metal hardware. Long-term safety data and independent studies are critical before widespread adoption to ensure no hidden risks exist. Yeah, like if you're gonna be like making like something that could possibly help us, you do have to like make sure that you do your like trials on what people's bodies react to the medicine. I'm gonna guess this is what they're calling it. The whatever this is, the bone O2. So yes, this Chinese scientist unveiled the new bone adhesive that healed fractures in only 3 minutes, risking raising hopes of a global shift in orthopedic care, which that's pretty cool. Not even gonna lie, like the glue tested over 150 cases. We read that. Inspired by oysters clinging to rocks, the material bonds bones fragments even in blood-rich conditions where traditional adhesives fail. We read that. Researchers said the breakthrough came about 4 decades of trials. Damn, 4 decades. Isn't that like 40 years? So like they've been trying to do this since the 1980s? Is that 40 years? Maybe 70s somewhere there? I think it's 80s. But that's pretty insane. Whatever if they've been doing it for the last 40 years. I don't know. Let me just make sure that I'm thinking of decades right. Um, a decade, 10 years ago, yeah. So yeah, like 40 years. So that's not too bad that they're finally getting. I mean, 40 years is a long time. So that's been through, I'd say probably about like a couple hundred, couple thousand different scientists or whatever to try to figure this out because it's a long ass time. The innovation developed at Zhengsheng University. I think I said that right. If not, my bad. Um, Sir Run Sir Run Run Shaw Hospital. Huh. I don't think I've ever heard of this place. I mean, obviously, because I'm not in China, but could transform orthopedic trans or treatment worldwide, offering is fast. Yeah, that is kind of cool though. Like, not even gonna lie. Like, if this actually does work and we actually do get to use it and it's not harmful to humans, then this will be amazing. Like if we no longer have to worry about like metal plates. Like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna have to have some sort of surgery that has to have metal in my body, but like if I got to choose between metal in my body and something that'll just heal my bones and I don't have to worry about later on going back and getting it removed or replaced or whatever, I'm gonna 100% be for this. But at the same time, if this is not actually helping and all that with people, which I'm not saying it is and it isn't, like there could still possibly be some effects that hurt people. So we'll have to see if this actually becomes, uh, like a full blow proof to where there's no like massive um what's the word I'm looking for? Like massive like consequences. It's not the word I'm looking for, but if it's like so that's not my brain just completely skipped whatever I was going with. So my bad. How does bone O2 work compared to traditional surgery? According to research or reports from Global Times and other outlets, the adhesive allows doctors to fix broken bones with a single injection through a small incision. So basically the same as like if you're gonna go get a shot or whatever. Like, I mean, obviously it's gonna be a different part of your body because of the factor of, like you're not gonna need bone adhesiveness in the side of your arm. I mean, you might, like if you break your arm in that area where you get shots, maybe, but 9 times out of 10, it's probably could possibly be somewhere else, like your knees, your elbows, joint areas. So that's kind of cool. Unlike conventional surgery approaches that take hours and require follow-up operations, O2 bonds shattered fragments in minutes, and it naturally absorbs the by the body within 6 months. I see that's not bad, because in the majority of the time, if you're going to get something, like metal or whatever in your body because of something, I don't I don't know how long you have to like how long it is before you have to go get it replaced or possibly just removed, blah blah. Do believe there are some people that like they have to permanently have the piece of metal in their body because like it's like it's like holding and or protecting like certain parts of your body because of damage, so 6 months over having to have it for the rest of your life would be kind of like positive on that, but you guys do not have to do this if you don't want to. Like this is all you do what you want to. Removing the need for implant removal, yeah, which was I was just talking about. Um, Orthopedic surgeon Lin Zine Fang, part of the development team, said the glue works even in blood-rich environments where traditional adhesives fail. Which we read that multiple times, I believe. What inspired this? Researchers inspired from oysters. We've read that like a few times as well. Enables them to attach firmly to underwater surfaces that are constantly exposed to waves, moisture, and erosion. Which I mean, that's kind of cool. Like the factor that clams, whatever, have like this like I don't know if it's like a defense mechanism or if it's like some kind of mechanism, but like they have like the ability to like stick themselves to rocks, whatever they want to, with the factor of like being beaten down by like water, which I don't I don't know how worse or how bad the under part of the ocean is, like being hit by the waves because it's under the water, but possibly could. But above water, I know how impactful like waves and all that can be, like two things. So if they can keep themselves like attached to things with like waves that could like literally like tear down like piers, houses, and all that. Like, that's definitely got to be something. My bad, everybody. I mean, coughing y'all's ear. Who pioneered this? Report the China Academy revealed that development has been for decades. Yeah, we read that. Turning point came when Lin observed oysters clinging tightly to pillar or bridge pillars in his coastal hometown of Wenzhou. I can't even. The insight spurred the team to test whether a similar principle could work inside the human body after years of material selection, engineering, and safely testing adhesive emerged as a practical solution. Fuck yeah. Bone O2 has already been used in more than 150 clinical cases across China. Results show faster healing, fever infection, or fewer infections. I thought it said fever. Fewer infections and better recovery outcomes compared to traditional metal fixations. Yeah, I don't. I think these people need to like go back to their schools for these writings. Like I understand that like if you're gonna put out news, you're gonna put out news about like the topic you're going on, but why can't you add other information instead of like repeating yourself like 10 times? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure loads of people do it. It's just You literally just said all of this right here, or somewhere in here. Uh, Come on, guys. This can't be that hard to whatever to be able to write a document about the subject that you're writing on. Like, I get it's hard. Like, trust me, I ain't doing none of this. I didn't even do this want to do this shit in school. So doctors say it's minimally invasive application, also reduces trauma, shortens opening operation times, and avoids risk linked to large incision and hardware complications. Yeah, which that 100%. Uh, like I didn't even talk about the factor of like if you do get metal put inside of you, like you never know what the metal itself is going to do inside your body. You never know if your body's going to reject the metal, uh how the scarring and stuff is going to like heal the scar itself. Like so hopefully this really is good for us and we can start using it because if so and we don't have to worry about trying to like implant pieces of metal into our body. I was trying to think of another word, but nothing was coming to me. But yeah, if we could find a way to not have to put metal in our body, maybe our bodies would stop trying to reject said metals that we put in our body. Just saying. Like, but it's pretty cool. Like, let me know what you guys think. If you do end up having the broken bones and stuff, and this is available, will you plan on taking it, or are you just gonna go the traditional way and just get some metal slapped in your body? Let me know. I do like to know what people think about this stuff other than just me. That's why I make these videos. But yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.